Hi, today we will learn what is VoIP and we will also learn how to do a basic configuration in VoIP. So let's go and learn VoIP. So VoIP actually is a technology that allows you to make a voice call using an internet connection rather than the regular landline or mobile network. So to use a VoIP, you just need a high-speed internet connection and then router, modem, and you also need a IP phones. So this is the difference between traditional phone. Basically, we all are using traditional phone calls, but now the trend is changing and many organizations are using VoIP phones now. So let's see the difference between it. Traditional landline telephone is actually that landline phone which is wired into the physical location with copper wire and it can't be moved. But VoIP, in the other hand, can receive or make a phone call over the internet connection, and you can move it to any location where you can access the internet. Let's have a look at the picture. So on your left you can see there is a traditional landline phone which is wired with the copper wire, and then in the other hand you can see there is a VoIP phone which can be connected with the internet. So let's have a look at CME or CCME. Both are actually same. CME is a Cisco Call Manager Express. It is a software-based IP telephony solution that is integrated into Cisco IOS software. Actually, Cisco IOS software is a network operating system used on several router and network switch models manufactured by Cisco System. So CME runs on Cisco router and provides its service to the network. CME is an ideal solution for business customers to effectively use their existing IP data connectivity to integrate with voice and IP telephony, which provides lots of benefit to the customers for optimizing their operation and for limiting their maintenance cost. Now let's go and have a look at CCME versus CUCME. CCME, you already know what it is. It's actually a smaller version. When Cisco came out, it came with a smaller version which used to be known as Cisco Call Manager Express, CCME, but the new official name is Cisco Unified Communication Manager Express. So this is the new official name for CCME. Cisco Call Manager Express, CME, is actually a smaller version. Was capable to handle 24 IP phones to 450 phones depending on the router model. But in the other hand, CUCME is capable to support thousands of IP phones by clustering multiple CUCM servers together. So you can say CME is better for a smaller organization, is suitable for a smaller organization, while CUCME is suitable for the big enterprises. So that's the main difference between CCME and CUCME. CCME is older version, while CUCME is the new version, and it's a new official name, and it's better for the big enterprises where it supports thousands of IP phones. Let's go and have a look at hardware requirements for CME. CME's requirements depend on the product version and platform on which it will be installed. The version 8.1 requirements for a Cisco 2811 router are 256 MB DRAM and a 28 MB flash memory, and then it will provide supports up to 35 IP phones, which means to install CME version 8.1 software in Cisco 2811 router, it will require 256 MB DRAM and 28 MB flash memory, and then only it can provide supports up to 35 IP phone connections. In the other hand, there is a Cisco 2851 router which will support up to 100 IP phones. However, it will require 4 MB DRAM with 128 MB flash memory to install the CME software version 8.1. So in this way, you can go to Google and find out the other hardware requirements for CME software to be installed. Now I'm in my Cisco packet tracer and I'll create a simple topology to configure VoIP. First, I'm gonna take two IP phones and then one switch. This is my switch, and then I'm gonna take a router. I'm gonna take 2811 because it contains iOS containing the CME software. So this router has a iOS that contains CME software. So I'm gonna connect this now. You can take a straight through cable and connect your router fast Ethernet 0/0 to fast Ethernet 0/1. Control and then press crossover straight through cable and then press fast Ethernet, connect fast Ethernet to your switch. Because you are connecting this IP phone with switch, that's why you need to select switch. And let's go and grab another fast Ethernet, another port, and then connect it to switch. So let's take two PC and let me connect those PC with the IP phones. And now this IP phone is going to connect with PC, that's why you need to select PC and then connect that with PC fast Ethernet 0. PC to fast Ethernet 0. So now connection has been done. Then let's go to router and do some configuration in router. So you can see the ports are down now. You can see here it's down, all the ports are down. So let's go to router and then CLI command and then just no, and then enable the router and then config mode. After that you need to turn on the ports. So to turn on the port you need to type int fast Ethernet 0/0. So this is the fast Ethernet 0/0. You can see fast Ethernet 0/0. You need to turn on that port. So 0/0. So you can assign IP. That's the subnet mask, and then you can simply write no shutdown to turn on the port. So you can see it's green because the port is on now. Now after that you have to supply IP address to all the devices connected to the switch. So to provide the IP address, you can simply go to PC and then statically assign IP address, but for IP phone you can't go to phones and assign the IP. So what we need to do is we need to use a DHCP configuration to provide or to assign IP to all the devices connected to the router and the switch. So let's go and configure IP DHCP. IP DHCP pool. So you can give any name. I'm gonna give IP phone. Let's say IP phone, and then network. I'm gonna assign class A network, which is 10.0.0.0 with subnet max to 55.0.0.0. And after that you need to keep default router, which is the IP of the router, which is 10.0.0.1. And then for option 150 with default IP 10.0.0.1. So you must be thinking why I write option 150. So it's because option 150 is used by VoIP phone to obtain the VoIP configuration server address from the TFTP server. That's why we use option 150. And then after that you can just simply exit from here. Okay, and then we need to configure telephony service. First of all, we need to go inside the telephony service. So you to do that, you need to type telephony service and then assign maximum ePhone and then maximum dial number 5. So maximum ePhone is basically a command that limits the number of Cisco IP phones supported on the router. We need to provide IP source address which is 10.0.0.1 and assign port, or you can do questions mark. You can assign 2000 to 9990, but I'm gonna assign 2000. And then you can auto assign. I'm gonna write 1 to 10. And then ePhone DN1. So ePhone DN is a directory number that represents the line connecting a voice channel to a phone. So it's a directory number. So phone directory number 1. And then now the port is on. And then you can give number. Let's say 111, enter, and we have a 2 IP phone connected, so I'm gonna give second directory number as well, ePhone directory number 2, and the number will be, or you can simply press the page up button, so you will get the commands here, and then 222. So now all the router configuration has been finished. Let me close this. Let's go to switch. Enable conf-t. You can see it's connected. Fast Ethernet 0/1 is connected with the router. So I'm going to take Fast Ethernet 0/1, switch port mode, track. Okay, now you enable the trunking. Let's enable the voice VLAN. So I'm going to write int range. You can see Fast Ethernet 0/1 is connected with the router, so I'm going to take Fast Ethernet 0/2, and you can give a range. So normally a switch have 24 ports. You can write Fast Ethernet second port to 24, or you can choose any ports that you want to assign the voice traffic. So I'm gonna choose Fast Ethernet 0/2 to Fast Ethernet Fast Ethernet 0/2 to 10, and then I'm gonna enable voice VLAN 1, switch port mode access, and then spelling mistake. voice VLAN 1, because all the ports are in VLAN 1. We haven't created any separate VLAN. And this voice VLAN, this feature enable access port to carry IP voice traffic from an IP phones. So it enables the port for voice traffic. So next, switch port access VLAN 1. So this command will enable for the data traffic. So we finish all our configuration in switch now. Let's close this and let's go to IP phone and connect the adapter. You can see it's green now. Let's go to another phone. Okay, now once you turn on the IP phones, you can click on fast forward mode and then wait for a while so that we can get the IP from our router. So you can see VLAN 1 port is up, but there is no IP assigned yet, so we need to wait for a while. And go to PC1, PC0, desktop, IP config, and then click on DHCP. You can see DHCP request. IP has been assigned with the default gateway 10.0.0.1, which is our router IP address, gateway IP address. Now you can take your cursor to IP phone. You can see IP has been assigned now, which is 10.0.0.4/8 with CIDR value for class A network. Similarly, you can go to IP phone 0 and you can see IP address has been assigned, which is 10.0.0.2/8. So now you can go to IP phone 0 and then go to GUI more, and similarly let's go to IP phone 1, which is our second phone, and let's go to GUI. So here you can see our phone is here. Let's bring both phone on the desktop. So now you can see that number here 111, that's for phone 0, and 222 for phone 1, which is the second phone. Let me dial 222, 3 twos. You can see it's ringing, and when you pick the phone, it will show you it's connected. So this is how you do VoIP configuration. Let me close this now and let me send packet from PC0 to PC1. So you can see the status is successful because we have enabled our switch port for both voice and data traffic. So this is how you configure VoIP. Thanks for watching.